The sixth proof to the resurrection is a guy named Paul who used to be known as Saul. Now, as Saul, he hated Christians. He hated Jesus. He hated the idea that he was the Messiah. He didn't believe in him, and he spent his life persecuting Christians. He was a Pharisee, so he went and threw Christians in jail. He killed Christians. He was absolutely adamant to extinguish the church. But one day, Saul becomes this guy named Paul, and he goes from a killer of the church to an apostle and a preacher spreading the gospel and building the church. Now we got to ask the question, what in the world happened to this guy named Saul who changed his name to Paul? We find it in Acts chapter 9. Saul actually sees the risen Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He sees him and he believes in who he truly is, and it changes his life. He goes from a Christ hater to a Christ lover, and he begins to spread the kingdom. He begins to preach the gospel. So here's a guy who's trying to kill the church who now begins to build the church. The only explanation for the change from Saul to Paul is that Jesus Christ really did raise from the dead. He's alive and well in heaven, and he showed up to Saul and called him to be his apostle Paul. So the only explanation to the changed life from Saul, killer of the church, to Paul, builder of the church, is that Jesus really did rise from the dead.